The Hillstone Application Delivery Controller, ADC. First let's log in to Hillstone's Application Delivery Controller device. After login, we land on the dashboard. In the dashboard, we can view the system status of the device, including serial number, name, platform, version number, and a series of related system information. On the right side, there is the license status information of the device. Going down, you can view the device's traffic, applications, users, throughput and connection status, and finally the related status of the physical interfaces. In the monitoring section, we can view more detailed monitoring information. Under Server Load Balance, we can check traffic information of the virtual servers, and traffic status of server pool. Click on the plus sign, and we can check the details of real-time traffic of each real server. We can view each real server's running status under the real server page, and the cache and compression statistics under cache/compression page, if they are enabled. Under Link Status Monitor, there will be link status for link load balancing, including link latency, packet loss rate, jitter and more. Under Global Server Load Balance, we can view monitoring information of GSLB, including status of DNS servers, status of Smart DNS, SSL inspection status, etc. Other than those mentioned, we can also view the status of IQOS, all types of logs, etc. Now let's get into the core features of the Hillstone ADC, which are the load balancing modules. There are 3 load balancing modules: Server Load Balancing, SLB, Link Load Balancing, LLB, and Global Server Load Balancing, GSLB. Let's first take a look at the main configurations of SLB, which are Virtual Server, Server Pool, Real Server, and Health Check. First, we will set up 2 real servers by filling in the name, IP address and port. Now we have real server 1 and 2, corresponding to 2 real servers in the backend. Next, we will put both real server 1 and 2 into the same HTTP server pool. Configure a server pool, and then add real server 1 and 2 as the member. Click on the plus sign, we can view the status of the 2 real servers. The question mark sign here indicates that we haven't yet configured the health check for this server pool. After server pool configuration, we can call it from the virtual server. Configure a virtual server, or VS, by entering its name, IP address, port, and choose the server pool that we just configured. What we have just done is the basic configuration of SLB. Additionally, we can also configure the health check, which is optional. There are many types of health check, including ICMP, TCP, HTTP, HTTPS, and many more in this drop-down list. Here we will configure an HTTP health check. Go back to the server pool we created, it can refer to the HTTP health check we just configured. Now the question mark becomes a green check mark. There are some more configurations under SLB that can be done. In the rule page, we can configure for HTTP content rewrite and L7 content switching. For example, we can rewrite the HTTP content from a certain direction by replacing URL or header or taking other actions in this list. We can also rewrite the TCP header under L4 content switching by specifying the source and destination IP and port. The Hillstone ADC supports SSL proxy and SSL offload. Click New in the SSL profile page, and we can configure SSL-related algorithms. We support a wide variety of algorithms. For more details about them, please refer to technical support. We can configure for both the client side and server side. So far, we have introduced all SLB-related configurations. Let's take a look at the LLB configuration. Go to the profile page. We can take a look at the already configured LLB profile. We need to set a bandwidth utilization, choose either high performance, which doesn't provide session persistence, or high compatibility, which provides session persistence. Next, we can go to the rule page to call the LLB profile created. In the rule configuration, what needs to be configured is the route. Now, let's take a look at how to configure for GSLB. For this part, we will mainly focus on Smart DNS configuration, which is the most often used. For example, let's create a Smart DNS server. Next, we will bind this server to a Smart DNS pool. Expand the plus sign, and now we can view the Smart DNS server status. Then configure a DNS host, choose the Smart DNS pool member we just created. We just finished the configuration of a Smart DNS. Then, we will bind it to a DNS server by choosing the Smart DNS and adding the IP address. What we have just done is a basic configuration of Smart DNS. There are more configurations if needed. For example, under the region page, we can choose countries to add. A country reflects its corresponding IP addresses. Other than the load balancing feature, the Hillstone ADC also supports some firewall features, such as security policy and session limit. Under Object, we can configure the firewall address book, host book, user and more, which are very similar to those in firewall object configuration. Under Network, we can configure firewall zone, interfaces, DNS, NAT, routing, IQoS, IPsec VPN, and more network configuration. Under the System page, we will be able to do all the system-related configuration, including firmware upgrade, license, HA, and the rest. So far, we have given an overall introduction of the Hillstone Application Delivery Controller, ADC. For more information, please contact us via inquiry@hillstonenet.com, or reach out to your sales representatives.